All this stuff's getting heavy. I'll dump what I don't need.
Everyone's favorite journalist reporter, Amy Rose, is hot on the scoop. I'm heading out. You've been fabulous. You've been fabulously helpful. I can talk on my own birthday.
Already? Before you go, Espio and I wanted to give you your presents.
My presents? You both are so sweet. Thank you. Victor, it seems we have more guests.
Amy, there you are. Wanna join us in finding clues?
Flattered, but at this pace you two are going, Sonic's murder will never get found.
Oh, she's confident. She must have something up her sleeve.
This tip is just too juicy to ignore. I'll see you all around. Don't worry, Sonic. I'll be the one to avenge you, and quick.
But how are you gonna leave? The door to the next car is locked.
Oh, you doubt the birthday girl? The birthday girl has a master key.
Right. The birthday girl gets the birthday key.
Of course, it's a birthday privilege.
I'll solve this case before anyone else. Bye. Amy must be hasty, but she's thorough.
Now what are you two doing? Looking mighty suspicious, I'd say.
I'm the detective, so I can't be the murderer. And I'm, just making sure things are well.
You can go well,
yeah,
sorry.
We'll go with that. We'll go with that.
Yeah.
Things aren't going great.
Not sure if you've forgotten, but there was a murder.
Well, I mean, besides that.
Besides murder?
My social skills, non-existent?
I'm Victor, the butcher. I'm licensed to handle raw meat.
And I'm Espio, the poet.
Poetry! A resonant message from poet to reader meant to challenge our delicate perspectives with the most rhythmic of prowess. I can't believe I just read that whole thing without
Yeah,
stuttering.
I know. I was like, wait a second.
Like, how did I just do that? Can I hear some?
Sure, teardrops in the spring. Can you hear me sing? La 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 la, dee 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 dee.
Blech.
Was that it?
I have more if you like. Cherry blossoms in the spring.
I'm, satisfied for now, thanks. At least he's rhyming, I suppose. Teeny and I are here to establish both of your abilities. Alibis. We're here to establish your alibis, like we already know exactly what you're capable of. Can you walk us through what happened after Amy had everyone leave the dining car?
Oh, sure, it's simple. We just explained this to Amy, actually. When we were all sent off, Rouge, Blaze, Shadow, and Sonic all passed through this library car, where Amy told me and Espio to stay.
I promptly picked up a book off the shelf and made myself comfortable. Vector got bored, so he left to see what Knuckles is up to in the saloon car.
Yup.
Where was Rouge? We happened to see her lipstick stain on a cup at the saloon car.
Rouge came over to the library car, seemingly looking for something. Then she went to search the saloon car. She came back shortly after. We heard her shout, "No way!" at the butcher standing over there. but she left back to the casino car before Shadow came through and locked the door.
Wonder what she found. She's obviously been on the hunt for something.
After Rouge left, Shadow walked through the casino car, then entered the library car and locked the door behind him.
More importantly, why has Shadow been locking doors?
Shadow walked through the library car to the saloon car, where Knuckles and I were playing games. He insisted on showing us up at Super Monkey Ball. I got so engrossed by the rolling monkey action, I hardly noticed when Shadow left the saloon car. I guess he walked through the library car to the casino car, again locking the door behind him. Then returned to the lounge car when he was meant to be stationed.
When Vector came back, we realized Knuckles locked the door to the saloon car. We were stuck in the library car.
That's when the train sped up. We were worried about the bookshelves falling on us, but we got through it all right.
We sat trapped here until Amy arrived, asking questions. She's the one that told us someone murdered Sonic. And yeah, that's all that happened.
With all these locked doors, it seems Vector or Espio couldn't have left the library car or the saloon car.
Thank you both for your cooperation. We're just gonna peek around and we'll return with any questions.
If you return with any meat, I'll chop it up for you.
And if you'd like to be serenaded with a poem, I've got you covered too.
Thanks, guys! Their alibi seems solid enough, but we should still search for clues. What we're looking for is any evidence that proves what they're saying is true.
We need to confirm Vector's reason for leaving his post and determine if Espio was actually in the library car reading. A tall task, but we can do it. Let's get to the bottom of this, Tails.
Absolutely!
Okay, oh, quite a good number of things. So, oh, hand!
A hand.
Oh, poor thing. That arm is really struggling to clean up this car.
To be fair, I wouldn't want to clean up all this mess either. Let's just leave it alone to do its thing.
Yeah, probably for the best.
Help, I'm in immense pain. This is very task struggling. Help!
Okay. Hang in there.
A chow hangs preciously from a tree branch. The large text below reads, "Hang in there."
Wow, I really needed to see this.
Okay.
Huh?
This little chow's hanging there, refusing to use his wings to fly to safety because choosing the hard work is way often the most rewarding. That's beautiful. If this chow can stick to his principles and find strength, then I can too.
There's no way that would. There's. Okay. There's no way there was that much thought put into this poster. Right?
Okay, where do you want to go next? Oh, bin! Bin?
Okay, now it's empty looking. No, no. We gotta find it. We gotta search in the trash. There's gotta be something. Even though it looks empty. Something's always hidden in the trash. Let's check there.
I hate to say, but there's nothing here.
I really thought there'd be something here.
Tinny, are you sad that there was nothing in the trash bin?
No, I'm all right.
I'm sure there'll be something hidden in the next trash bin we find.
You really think so? I want to find something in the trash.
Yeah, we just gotta stay optimistic.
Yeah, okay. These trash bins hide a secret. I'm sure of it.
Tinny, you're pretty unconventional, but I like that. Was that supposed to be a compliment?
Alright, we're in what? Oh, books.
Books have fallen.
We're
So many books on the ground. I wish we had time to pick them all up.
I sadly have no interest in picking up these books.
a lot of these were knocked over by the train speeding up. But Rouge pulled a lot of these out too, searching for something.
What reckless behavior. I feel sorry for the poor books. The spines are creasing. They're opening too far. This kid feels empathy for everything.
How did he survive? How is his heart not broken yet about everything?
Honestly, it's... Oh, look, there's gotta be something displayed on the windows. The thing on the top. Yeah! Chaos Cola? Interesting. What else is there? Click on it again.
Check out our book club.
Amazing.
Book of the month, Gone Gal.
Amazing.
Oh. Big book. Big book. Big book.
What's this bright red book? Oh, yuck! This reeks of evil scientist Dr. Eggman. Yep, this is Dr. Eggman's autobiography and recipe book.
Alright.
What kind of recipes?
Who cares? I wouldn't trust any book he's written. It's weird this is even here.
Maybe people just appreciate an omelet.
He may not be wrong.
The bookshelf.
Wow! I wish I could stop and look at all these books. But Sonic needs me. No time to rest.
Alright, let's move on then.
Well, I mean, a little peek wouldn't hurt. He's scavenging through all the book titles excitedly. I'm gonna find a good book. I'm gonna find a great book.
So, it's like a kid in a candy shop, or in this case, a genius in a train library.
That's odd. I know some books have fallen out on the floor and everything, but... every book on these shelves is in alphabetical order, but this one. It's the user's guide to the Mirage Express, the train we're currently on.
Sorry, wouldn't that be an issue if you had someone who wanted to sabotage the train and they looked at the manual how to just, like, do anything on the train? Okay, sure.
Do you think someone found it on the ground and put it back?
Maybe, but it is interesting.
I don't think that that's a public thing. I think that, you know what I think it is? Because what you mentioned made me think about this. I think that this book was actually stolen from the conductor's headquarters, but then like when they found what they needed, they just hid it among the library books here. They put it here,
Okay.
and that's how they maybe started up on the on stuff. Like maybe that's how they actually murdered Sonic, if he's actually murdered.
Let's make a note of this.
Mirage Express manual has been added to your inventory.
Yeah. Let's see what else is there. Oh, the globe.
The globe.
A globe of our marvelous planet.
I haven't traveled around much. The islands are fun and all, but I'd love to visit some of the countries.
They're a lot of fun, honestly. Plenty of wonderful people and shops. The food can't be beat either.
Ah, sounds perfect for a vacation. The conductor was talking about Spagonia, if you've ever been there.
See, I told you, it's hard to say.
It's like spaghetti, but oni at the end.
Yeah.
I have, actually. If you've ever been visiting, be sure to stop at the university and say hi to Professor Pickle. He'll tell you everything about the arena and make one scrumptious sandwich.
I'll keep that in mind. Thanks.
This group knows everyone and has been everywhere, haven't they?
Is that like a game reference I don't know? Do you know?
It could be, but I haven't played all the
Okay.
Sonic games.
Guess we'll talk to SPO real
Is there
quick, or
anything?
go
Hold
through
on,
the
before we
items
do
first?
that, is there anything else? Okay, hold on. What's
That's the
thing?
door.
Hold on, there's like a thing beneath the chow. I don't think we looked at that.
Oh, brochures! There are travel destination ideas here, like amusement parks, caverns, hotels, restaurants. Oh! Tinny, look at this. There are a couple maps here.
This seems to be a map of the library car. The books are categorized by genre, which are listed here.
I love a good overhead map. Let's take it.
Why does that? That seems like so silly though. Like him getting so excited over a brochure. What a nerd, man! What a nerd!
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 All right, library map is added to your inventory.
Should we take this brochure about the cave too? Look, There's what? There's What is that?
Stalactites.
Huh?
Stalactites.
I never heard this word before.
It's the little sharp things on the roof of a cave. The sharp rocks.
Oh, I didn't know that that's what they were called. I didn't know that. Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah, stalagmites are the ones on the ground that are pointing up.
Look, there's stalactites.
Nah, leave it.
Oh, yeah, that's fair. Nobody shares my fondness for caves.
Pikmin fans do. Sorry, I'm a Pikmin fan.
I guess it's because Tinny is a wolf kind of guy. I guess it makes sense for him
Yeah,
to
it makes sense.
be
Yeah.
liking caves.
Okay, I think is that it, or is the table here? I haven't even looked at yet.
The table. Might
I
as
think
well.
that's it.
Because it's 10 table fables. We gotta make sure we check every table.
Let's just take a pause and sit for a second. These chairs are very comfy. So plush. Must be right in the mood to read.
Makes me want to take a nap personally. In fact, maybe I'll rest my eyes a bit.
Tinny, no. No, Tinny, don't fall asleep. We got a lot of stuff to do. We gotta actually finish our game series, you know what I mean? You know, yes, and there's been a murder. Remember, a murder. Do you know what that is, Tinny?
Okay, yes, I know. If I had a ring for every time a murder ruined my nap time.
Whoa! Yeah. How many? How many?
Is there something more to Tinny here? Excuse me?
Lord!
But you know what? Let's talk to SBO. I feel like SBO will have something, and we'll probably interrogate Vector.
Nice poetry.
Yes.
Fancy a poem?
Can I get a poem about space?
I made it up to space with my beloved antique vase, but a mistake in my haste dropped the vase from my embrace, so my antique I must now replace.
What caused you to drop the vase?
Don't read too deeply, it's just a poem.
But this man just made it up, like, as he went on. He hasn't thought it through, has he? Just talk to him.
Oh, what'll it be?
Okay, trains.
Locomotive in motion. I think I lost my lotion. The window shows the ocean. Oh wait, there's my lotion.
What is this? This is the dumbest poem I've ever. This is actually dumber than the space one. This is actually so silly. What? Like locomotive in motion. Oh, I think I lost my lotion. Why? Locomotive on the train. Oh, I lost my lotion. Thanks. Yeah, this is a very meaningful poem. Thank you, SBO. Amazing.
I actually really like that one.
No, shut up, Tails. Huh? Why? Can I take your order?
I have a poem about this.
Oh dear God, what is it?
My starved stomach babbled, though I ignored the grumbly tummy, for the eggs I received are scrambled. When I asked for my eggs, Sunny.
Okay, that one actually, I like that. Oh, wow. We don't serve any eggs on the train, though.
My talent is wasted on your lot. Should we interrogate him or talk to Vector first?
Talk to Vector. Let's see what happens with Vector.
Did you bring me any meat to chop? I may be a butcher, They confiscated my meat cleaver before getting on the train.
You actually tried to bring a knife on the train?
I'm a man of authenticity, Tails. Without a knife, I'm just a chef in a ketchup-stained apron, not a butcher.
I think if you had a knife on you, we definitely think you were the murderer.
But what if I hid the knife?
You know, I'm not the biggest fan of this line of thought.
Alright, can I take your order?
Oh yes, please. I'm starved.
Actually, I'm off duty at the moment. The murder mystery's still more important.
Yeah, you have to starve.
Yes,
Oh my-
starve.
And why would you show the menu to me?
Come on, Tinny. Why would you tease him like that?
And here I thought I could trust you. You made a fool of me.
Look, Tinny, you made him a fool.
Come on, Tinny, smooth this over. No, I'm the fool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I smoothed things over. But at what cost? But what cost?
Is there another thing? Wait, anything up here? Did we miss anything? Or do you think it may be
I
from
think that's the
SBO?
thing, is that the only thing we didn't check yet is the door. The purple door, so I'm thinking there could be more. Okay.
Shadow supposedly walked through the library car before going into the saloon car.
Okay.
When Shadow left the library car, he locked this door on his way out.
There's gotta be a reason he's doing this. Should we make a note of it?
Yeah, I do believe we should.
Alright, Shadow's lock has been added to your inventory.
I think we found enough clues. Let's go interrogate Vector and SBO to find out what really happened.
Alright, SBO or him, which one? SBO or
Vector.
first? Alright.
Did you bring me any meat to chop? I'm really trying to chop that meat.
With my hand.
With my hands, yeah. So the two of you don't believe us, eh?
It's not that I don't trust either of you, but I wouldn't be a proper detective without examining the validity of your alibis. Tina and I are here to confirm two things. Why Vector left to go play games with Knuckles, and if SBO really was reading in a library car.
Vector, we'll start with you. Why did you leave the library car to visit Knuckles? We're prepared to present evidence if needed.
Oh, that's easy. I got bored.
Eh?
What?
I wasn't entertaining enough to him, it seems. Vector enjoys being social.
Plus, we were instructed to mingle. I remember the arcade machine in the saloon car, so I figured I'd go check it out.
It seems to line up with the information we gathered with Knuckles.
And that brings our attention to you, SBO. Ruse entered the library car, found something, then left. You said you immediately started reading, but were you actually reading the entire time you were in the library car?
Of course he was.
Huh?
Once SBO starts reading, he doesn't stop till it's done. I've seen it happen.
It must have been a good read. What was the book?
SBO doesn't owe you that, detective. Let the man live. What if it was embarrassing?
What kind of things do you think I read?
If you won't talk, I have a hunch on what that book might be. Teeny, could you help me out?
Alright, Tinny. What book do we think SBO may have been reading?
Well,
The
we only have
manual.
one book.
Yes.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
A manual? You think SBO was reading instructions? What argument can you possibly have to support this?
Oh,
The fact that it's the only book there that's in that stack that isn't in alphabetical order, maybe that's... I think that's quite valid.
Whoa! Ah! What? 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 Oh, I see. I see. I was very confused.
You both were grasping, I knew it.
We got this, Tinny. Let's try again.
Oh my.
Yeah, don't
Well, I
get
don't-
intimidated by them too badly. It's just a boomerang, not like a laser or something.
Oh. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
You're chilling, you're chilling. You're chilling.
Oh,
You're good.
yes!
Yeah!
Whew. Oh, yeah.
There are books scattered around the floor, sure, but the remaining books on the shelves are all in alphabetical order. All except this manual, meaning someone at the very least picked the manual up and put it back in the incorrect place.
Ugh.
This lack of attention to detail isn't normally like you, SBO.
Hey now, I won't have you insulting my pal like this.
Calm down, Vector. I know you mean well, but I can handle myself.
Apologies, SBO.
Butcher and a poet friendship can form anywhere.
That is indeed the book I was reading. The Mirage Express Manual. Trains are cool.
In that case, we'd like to ask you a few questions about the manual. Tinny, if you don't mind. Could you ask SBO some questions about the manual? Just flip to a page and ask away. Oh, I see. Quiz SBO about the manual to prove he read it. Which page should I quiz him on?
Oh my,
97. Okay, what efficient and extremely accurate technology was installed to assist in keeping the train spotless?
robotic arms. During events that they can perform a variety of tasks, and are responsible for cleaning up trash and messes afterwards.
I remember the conductor saying the train can clean itself. Though I have a feeling the train company didn't want to hire any janitors.
Oh my. The robotic arms can also detect weapons and explosions being brought onto the train, ensuring passengers' safety.
Seemed like SBO aced that question. Tinny, hit him with another one. Okay. Which page do I choose? 231. What is the Mirage Express's cancellation policy?
No refunds, and you will be charged a no show fee. This does not apply if you're over the age of 65.
Gee, the person who made this rule must have been over 65. Last one, Tinny. Let's see if SBO can go 3 for 3.
Gotcha. Which page should I pick last? 402. What was implemented to support the conductor's duties and ease general train obligations?
An intellect data processing system. It works in tandem with the conductor to assure smooth travel for guests.
I remember this. The train has an autopilot, but it can't access its full suite of capabilities without the conductor present.
Now, did I pass your little test? No.
Yes, he did. Yeah, I'm not going through that again.
Totally.
Yeah.
It's wild you were able to retain all this information so quickly.
A poet's brain is often surprising.
I don't know if I'd be bragging about that.
You've clearly read the manual. Those answers feel far too specific to be guesses.
And you both had the nerve to question my buddy like that? Don't we want to be supporting folks who read?
You have to admit, though, reading the entire time a murder occurred does sound a bit suspicious, even if true. But he answered all of my questions so calmly. That's very impressive.
No, I understand everyone's cautious attitudes. Victor was the only one to see me reading after all. My alibi is hard to sustain despite being the truth.
Well, you definitely read through the manual, so I suppose we can...
Espio, is that true? Vector was the only one to see you reading?
Yes, that's correct. Problem?
Frankly, I don't believe that can be true, and we have evidence to back it up. Tinny? He always puts me on the spot.
Okay, Tinny, think. We should have a piece of evidence linked to someone who also saw Espio reading. But what?
The lock, yes.
Yeah.
Shadow's lock. Yeah, a lock that supposedly Shadow has been placing on multiple doors in the train. Shadow's lock? Please, pray tell, what this has to do with anything. What does this have to do with anything?
We're up, Tinny. Let's get our argument together.
Oh. Dreading, that's fine. 50.
It wouldn't be a Sonic game without this stuff.
I guess. Oh wow.
Oh man, you're chilling, you're chilling. I don't know if you're chilling anymore. You're not chilling anymore. Oh my god. 2 rings. By 2 rings.
Shadow walked through the library car to get to the saloon car, where he set the original high score on the arcade machine.
Yeah, but I ended up beating it. It wasn't the high score long. Rocks are natural gamers.
Espio said he saw Shadow enter the library car, but he's mentioned nothing about Shadow's return. He only mentioned that Vector came back. When Shadow left Knuckles and Vector in the saloon car, Espio was fully seated reading his book for a good while at this point. We know Shadow had to walk back through the library car when he left the saloon car. So there's absolutely no way Shadow and Espio didn't notice one another on Shadow's return trip.
Oh, I mean, it was a simple slip-up. I was just fully immersed in my book that I didn't notice Shadow.
You're telling me the sound of doors opening and locking wouldn't have caused you to look up?
Well, you see...
I can sense Espio's desperation here. Defending this argument that he was reading the entire time isn't easy.
So if you didn't see Shadow returning from the saloon car to lock all the doors, then at that moment, were you really in this library car at all?
But how would Espio leave? Shadow locked all the doors and no one saw Espio in the saloon car?
It's a mystery, my dear Tinny. One that I would love for Espio to solve.
You've got to believe me.
That cool demeanor is vanishing.
I was so involved in my book I didn't notice Shadow pass back through the library car. Honest. When Vector returned, he even had to tap me on the shoulder to get my attention.
Yeah, I think I remember doing that.
I must have fringed my friend's death, so I'll ask you again, Espio. If you weren't there for Shadow to see you reading, then how did you leave the library car?
I wasn't I didn't.
Why doesn't this seem right to me? Tails definitely feels like he's onto something, but I don't see it. Was SBO simply still reading? Or did he somehow vanish to not notice Shadow's return to the library car? What should I do? This is, oh my gosh, this is interesting.
Yeah.
There's definitely something wrong here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here's what I think. It makes the most amount of sense and such, considering that we know that SBO read the book. Now, Shadow coming through here, like, you have to also think about, like, why exactly SBO would want to hide something like that, and that's something we don't have evidence for. But
yeah,
if we say that Shadow came through here and didn't want to get detected by SBO, he could have used Chaos Control, right?
Okay.
Something like that could happen. Now, in that case, we would defend SBO, but the problem is that there's such a lack of information and such to this whole thing that it makes me want to, like, you know, join Tails, because there's got to be something else he isn't saying. I mean,
I'm leaning toward joining Tails. I don't know about you though.
I don't know. I'm thinking, yeah, because let's. I'm honestly like let's join Tails. I feel safer doing that. No, I can't interrupt Tails while he's onto something. I'll let him continue this line of questioning and...
Tinny, my favorite and beloved employee. Please, protect the passengers aboard the train. They must be taken care of. If you fail, the lawsuits will be tremendous. Don't allow such an old, feeble soul to get sued.
Oh my god, we're gonna defend SBO, okay. I have to make sure our guests are taken care of. I have to speak up. Tails. Eh? We have a piece of evidence that can answer all of our problems.
All right, my fellow associate, lay it on me. A piece of evidence shows Shadow and SBO couldn't have seen one another.
What would that be? Library map? Trade
Yeah,
map?
the library map. Exactly, I think that's it. Alright, now let's get my thoughts in order.
Oh. Okay. Let's go! Oh! Oh!
These boomerangs are easy enough to jump over, right?
I think so, yes. Oh! Oh!
It's just the red lines on the ground make it look really more intimidating than it actually is.
Oh! Okay.
Let me give it another go.
Yeah, feel free to commentate
Yeah.
over it.
Yeah, the red lines are the real things you just like that make you worry. That's not the These things are no biggie.
It's just thinking about literally everything at once. It's just
Yeah, and you got enough rings. Don't even worry about collecting them anymore. Just there.
Oh.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh yes. Okay. All right.
Okay. The library map? Oh, I see.
See the exits? They're right across from one another. A straight path. If Shadow walked through this straight path, there's no way SBO and Shadow couldn't have seen one another.
Looks like you have to point out to where exactly on the map you mean. Where could SBO have been for Shadow to not see him?
I think you have to point somewhere. I think it's like it's up on top.
Yeah,
behind
I
the
see.
bookshelf.
I'm just thinking. Straight path.
No, because that's a carpet right there. I'm thinking that it's like a little bit more to the left, between the bookshelves towards like the leftern side of the map. Yeah, right there. I think,
Here?
yeah, that table. I think it's right there because SBO would have been.
Oh,
There we
yeah. Interesting. That's where I was sitting to read my book.
I can second this. When I returned from the saloon car, Espio was in the same spot.
That confirms it then. You see, Shadow and Espio couldn't have seen one another from this spot. Because a bookcase is in the way. There's no way Shadow could have seen Espio or vice versa. It makes a lot of sense why you never mentioned Shadow's return, Espio. There's just no way you would have seen him.
I apologize for losing my cool back there. I felt like I was grasping despite telling the truth. But I'm glad you all believe me now.
Your alibi isn't the most airtight, but I have no further points. Thank you both for answering all our questions. We did it. Another pair of alibis validated.
Oh, wow.
Too many locked doors to worry about, but I'm glad everything straightened itself out in the end.
Well, I'm exhausted. I'm gonna crash here for a bit. These chairs are so comfy.
Likewise, I could use another breather.
You know, I've noticed this. It's like when it comes to the information that Amy must have been figured out, like when she's basically on the same track, despite us being, you know, slower and such. Like when it comes to the interrogating, you can just kind of tell from just the information that we gathered that Amy's like, the only thing that I would think that Amy doesn't know about is just the fact that Shadow had traveled between the areas. That's the only thing I think we have over her in terms of information.
Sadly, our work isn't done. I have plenty of questions for Rouge and especially Shadow.
Oh, it seems the door to the next car is open.
Amy must have kept it open when she passed through earlier. And that's our cue to leave. See you later, Vector and Espio.
Give 'em heck. And if you need any meat chopped up, say the word.
I'll keep my poetry sharp for the both of you. A murderer is on the loose, while doors keep getting locked. Tick-tock, tock goes the clock, while our heroes are in a caboose.
At this point, I feel pretty confident in our detective abilities. We're really doing this. Come on, Tinny. Let's see what's next.
Coming.
Alright, let's go.
You sure you don't want to stay and look at all the great books a little longer?
The mystery calls.
Okay, the investigation continues.